Pediatric Intensive Care Unit and Cardiac Intensive Care Unit at Driscoll Children's Hospital provides maximum monitoring and support for pediatric patients of all ages who are at risk for or suffer from acute life-threatening conditions.
So the role is to care for the sickest of the sick kids. Whether it is a congenital cardiac kid who comes in, who's born with that defect, all the way to, say, an unfortunate trauma, say a motor vehicle accident. And we treat any of those type of kids.
Rinnah Rodriguez is one of those types of kids. Rinnah is a resident of the Rio Grande Valley, and at the age of 14, she suffered a stroke while practicing volleyball at her middle school. She was rushed to a local hospital where she was referred to Driscoll Children's Hospital to receive the best medical care. While in the PICU at Driscoll, Rinnah received a life-saving CT scan that helped alert her doctors to how severe her stroke was.
We obtained a head CT which showed significant worsening of her stroke, extension of her stroke, and very bad cerebral edema, which is swelling in the brain.
Rinnah was rushed from the PICU into emergency surgery where Driscoll's neurosurgeon, Dr. Hanna, removed a piece of her skull to relieve the pressure on her brain.
It was kind of a scary moment, but that's when I started to pray, and I asked God to touch everyone that was here that was going to lay hands on my daughter.
After surgery, Rinnah stayed in Driscoll's Pediatric Intensive Care Unit in a medically induced coma. Doctors weren't sure if Rinnah would survive, and if she did, what condition she would be in.
She told me for me to call whoever I needed to call in order to be here as soon as possible because it didn't look good. So, but she told me that not to give up.
Rinnah's parents didn't give up, and neither did Rinnah. Thanks to Driscoll doctors, nurses, and medical staff, Rinnah survived. And not only did she survive, but she's making a remarkable recovery.
She's able to, kind of fully lift up her arm, and she's walking. It's a miracle that she's even alive, but the fact that she's walking is amazing.
Rinnah's story is still being written, and she has a long recovery ahead. But thanks to the care Driscoll's Pediatric Intensive Care Unit and Cardiac Intensive Care Units provide, there will be more miracle stories just like Rinnah's.
Thank you, Driscoll.